Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the secret society of the Unavowed, sworn to protect the city of New York against the forces of darkness that would seek to destroy it. Welcome back, guys, to my Let's Play of the Unavowed, and to what will be my third attempt at recording this episode. I had two previous attempts, both clocking in at about an hour and 20 minutes each, that failed. The first because of an audio issue with the recording, and the second because of a video issue. So that was just great. So hopefully those issues have now been resolved. It seems that way. Knock on wood. But yeah, it'll be interesting for sure. Let's not dilly-dally here too long. Let's just recap last episode where we started as a regular New York cop, answering a call, got possessed by a demon, killed our partner, a bunch of other people, then spent a year possessed by that demon, murdering a whole bunch of other people. And then Eli and Mandana here showed up, exorcised the demon, and we came to join them and their secret society of the Unavowed, because we really have no other place to go. We are wanted for all the murders we committed while possessed by the demon. And yeah, that's basically where we are. We're about to embark on our first mission for the Unavowed and head out into New York City. So let's just go out there.
Looks like the K train is down. Again.
Eli, the K train was discontinued in 1988.
Was it? I could swear I took it to the Museum of Natural History not too long ago.
You did, in 1986.
Oh. So, I guess we won't be taking the K train.
No, we will not.
Well, I mean, this is great, right? We're taking the goddamn subway. We don't have a car, or a van, or anything. All we have is a goddamn subway ticket. Guess the bus was too fancy, right? I mean, seriously?
Still raining.
At least nothing's here waiting to kill us.
Well, the night is young.
You kind of sound like you're hoping something's going to show up and try to kill us. Mandana? Yeah, that's a lovely piece of artwork. Cock enter. Looks like this building site was abandoned not too long ago. The Alamo sculpture, aka the Cube. It's been here as long as you can remember. The streets lead further eastward into Alphabet City. Charming, indeed.
You seem troubled. Is something the matter?
There's a cop there. I'm a wanted criminal.
So there is, but you have nothing to fear from him. Not with the veil in place.
Veil? What veil?
Yeah, it became active when you signed up with us. It just disguises your identity. Anyone looking at you sees slightly different features.
You are not the first new recruit to arrive with complications in the mundane world. The veil prevents awkwardness all around.
Great. Wouldn't want things to be more awkward than they are.
Oh, you have no idea how awkward things can really get.
Indeed, the veil is not a shield. The veil only works on mundanes. Supernatural beings and the Void Touch can see through it easily, but that law enforcement officer, he will pose no threat.
Normal folks won't recognize me, but supernatural folks can. Got it.
Good. Let's keep going.
Music was a little loud to me. No, it's not bad, it's just a little loud. It's been a long time since you were in uniform. This officer wears it well, despite the rain. Eli casually takes in the surroundings, pausing occasionally to glare at the graffiti. Mandana is relaxed but moving with purpose. Her eyes are alert for any sign of trouble.
Evening, sir.
Rough night to be out.
Yeah, you could say that. Wouldn't be here if I had the choice, believe me.
What happened here?
Who wants to know?
I'm a fellow cop, like you. You're in Midtown South Precinct, right? I recognize the badge number prefix.
Maybe you are, maybe you aren't. It's been in the news, but I don't blame you if you don't read that stuff. I'll tell you one thing. You see a lot of bad people in this line of work, but it takes a special kind of nasty to torch a homeless shelter.
This was a homeless shelter?
Yeah, a neighborhood full of corporate chains, and they attacked this place.
Was anyone hurt?
A few people killed. A lot of people with second or third degree burns.
That is horrible.
I won't argue with that. I was here when the rescue team arrived. They were carted off to Beth Israel Hospital, but the people here, they don't exactly have medical insurance.
Music is oddly cheerful for this subject matter. Are you sure it was arson?
That's how we're treating it. Until we know otherwise, we're treating it like a crime scene. Which means, stay back.
I'd better get going.
I don't blame you. See ya.
Hey, are you alright? You look a little...
Where are you taking me?
I'm taking you out of the cold. That's all you need to know.
I'll do whatever you want. Just help me. Please.
Follow me in here.
Did you see that?
I did.
Neuromorphic projection. I've read the theories, but never thought. I think he's coming out of it.
Are you alright?
I'm not sure.
You seem okay. I mean, you didn't hit your head or anything.
You had a vision. We saw it as well.
A vision from your past. Well, your demon's past, technically. This area must have kick-started your brain into remembering. There was some psychic spillover. We could see it too.
Spillover?
Yeah, psychic runoff. Try not to think about it too hard.
This building the demon entered. It used to house the Village Eye.
The newspaper?
That's charming.
Didn't it go out of business a few years ago?
Indeed it did. What was your demon self doing here?
Let's get in and find out.
Agreed. We are wasting time.
Right. Enough jabbering. Let's go.
This door is securely closed. I mean, it can't be too bad, right? There's an elephant painted on the side. So, elephants aren't painted on the sides of evil buildings, right? I totally enunciated that right. Okay. This door is securely closed. Let's try it. Wow.
Well, that just figures, doesn't it? What? And burned the building down? No. There are less destructive ways of getting inside.
I figured maybe you knew how to open a lock after... Like, you're 92, so... I figured you would have learned.
It is done. Be aware that if law enforcement questions me, I am compelled to tell the truth.
Oh yeah? What if they ask you if I'm a killer or something? I mean, then we're pretty much boned, right?
It smells very human in here.
Looks like people were squatting here. Half a dozen at least. Wasn't there a homeless shelter around the corner? Why live here?
It could be pride. Or perhaps they gathered here for a specific purpose.
I'm guessing it wasn't a slumber party.
That is doubtful.
Eli wrinkles his nose at the state of the place. Mandana looks happy to be out of the rain. Colorful graffiti explodes off the walls. These steps lead downstairs into darkness. If there ever were CPUs attached to these monitors, they are long gone. A sign on the door reads Jordan.
What do you need?
How are you staying so dry?
Ancient fire mage secret. Well, no, not really. I just make the water evaporate before it hits me. It's a simple trick, but handy on nights like this.
Do you know anything about this area?
Kind of. I used to work about 10 blocks north of here, back in my mundane days. It was just factories and warehouses back then, not the university student mecca it is now.
You used to work around here? What did you do?
Oh, nothing important, really. You wouldn't be interested. Let's focus on doing what we came here to do. I have the feeling we will.
Yeah, that's really going out on a limb there, Eli. That's casting your hat into the prophecy ring. You're a regular Nostradamus. Thinking we're going to talk again at some later point in the future, right? I mean, that's really going out on a limb there. You want to take a bet on it?
Yes.
You should conceal that weapon better. You could get arrested.
You need not worry. I will not get arrested. The very idea is so, well, pardon the term, but so mundane.
The veil that's on us. Is that why nobody can see your sword?
You catch on quick. As long as I keep it sheathed, mundane society will take no notice of it.
Wait. Why does it change if you unsheath it? How does that affect the magic? That's pretty curious. What do you know about this area?
You call this neighborhood the village. I came of an age when that term actually applied. This street? It was a long dirt road. Homes were palatial estates, and were few and far between. This city was larger back then, and yet so much smaller. But let us not dwell on the past. Time marches on. We must march with it or be left in the dust.
Let's keep going.
Agreed.
Ow! God damn it.
Are you hurt?
No, I'm fine. I tripped over... I have no idea. Can't see a damn thing.
Well, I mean, you are a fire mage, right?
That's weird. Come on!
Is there a problem?
The darkness, it's fighting the light.
It always does.
I'm being literal. Whatever's down here, it's interfering with my magic.
Maybe you could step forward? Eli? Eli? I guess not. A small fuse box is against the wall. It looks like a fuse is blown.
Not sure what you're trying to do there. The fuse is obviously blown.
Was that a...
Do not be alarmed. That was just a lost spirit. What you call a ghost. They are harmless.
harmless?
Yeah, they can't exactly do anything, can they?
They have no physical form. We cannot interact with them, nor they with us. It is best to leave them be.
That seems a bit cruel.
40 years ago, I would have agreed with you. But Mandana's right. There's nothing we can do for them.
Death is part of the mundane world. We do not get involved. Let us move forward.
Wait, no, let's not move forward. What's that supposed to mean? Death is part of the mundane world. I mean, ghosts clearly aren't. They're clearly part of the supernatural, your world. That seems like a cop-out. Are you saying supernatural creatures don't die? I mean, we killed that creature. That void creature. We killed it. So obviously death is not just part of the mundane world, it's part of the supernatural world too. That argument just doesn't make any sense. Oh well. Don't think too much about it.
Only one bed in here.
Is what Eli would say.
Yes, this room was designated to separate one individual from the rest. Someone of importance, most likely. Or someone undesirable.
So this room either belonged to a cult leader or a prisoner.
Most likely.
A water-stained mattress, which has seen better days. An old beat-up cabinet is shoved against the wall. The graffiti spirals into itself. Trying to follow it makes your eyes water. Rain streaks down the window, obscuring most of the view. This computer is dark and silent. This worn drawer has seen a lot of use. This desk cabinet door is worn and stained. Item received. Scrap of paper.
What have you got there? An old fuse? Seems to still be intact.
Who are those two? Alright, so we got the fuse.
Do these drawings on the wall mean anything to you, Mandana?
I cannot decipher their meaning, but I do get a sense of reverence.
Reverence? Like worship?
It is only a feeling.
Just a sec.
Color me gobsmacked.
It's a forest.
A forest in a basement.
Well, that explains why my fire's so weak down here. Probably a natural defense mechanism for whatever this is.
Is that blood on the tree stump? This tree stump grows out of solid concrete. Its surface is covered in... Is that blood? That looks like a pagan ritual of some sort. This blanket is covered with moss and lichen. Well, that's charming.
Well, this just got a lot more complicated.
Whoever this was, their face has been eaten away by some kind of moss.
Male. Early to mid-60s, I believe. The cause of death is difficult to determine.
He's got vines growing out of him.
Look, there are wounds along his neck.
You are correct. Blade wounds. They are difficult to see with all this growth in the way. You have a good eye.
So this guy was murdered by a person.
It appears so.
He's covered in moss, we say, stating the obvious.
Yes, this room has quite an abundance of forest life. Your vision. You were familiar with this building. Whatever happened here, you were involved, or at least your demon self was.
You don't remember anything. No other visions spring to mind.
No, I don't remember anything.
Well, it was worth a shot.
No doubt your demon covered its tracks well before leaving your mind.
So, who is he?
He has no distinguishing marks. He carries no identification. Whoever this is, it remains a mystery.
Hi.
It is a lost spirit. It cannot communicate.
Are you sure about that?
It does appear agitated. Let us leave it be.
Let's try and talk to it. Hello?
I don't think it even notices you're there.
Never mind.
What do you need?
Can I ask you about ghosts?
Sure, I guess. What do you want to know?
So, ghosts are harmless.
Pretty much. From what I can gather, they're barely aware of where they are. Maybe even who they are. Talking to them is impossible. Trust me, I've tried.
How come I can see ghosts now, when I couldn't before?
Because you're void-touched now, my friend. When that demon possessed you, you encountered magic. In a pretty intimate and significant way. It left you changed. We call that change becoming void-touched. Seeing ghosts? One of the side effects.
Are all ghosts shapeless gray blobs?
To you and me, yes. We appear the same way to them. It makes communicating with them impossible.
How do you know so much about ghosts?
When I saw my first ghost, I reacted much in the same way you did. I wanted to help them. It didn't seem right to just ignore them. So I read a lot. I tried to learn everything I could. Nothing worked. We all have our strengths. Mine is fire. I was no spirit medium, sadly.
A spirit medium? Those exist?
The technical term is bestower. Bestowers of eternity. Folks who can see and talk to ghosts. Help them pass on. We heard rumors of one operating in New York, but Kalash refused to make contact. Death is part of the mundane world, he would say. Not our jurisdiction. I could see his point.
I can't. Yeah, it sounds like a cop-out. A bestower would be handy to have around right now.
No kidding. It could talk to the ghost and find out what happened here. Guess we figure it out the old-fashioned way.
Where can we find a bestower?
They don't exactly advertise. Bestowers deal with death. They tend to keep to themselves. It's not like they hand out business cards or anything.
I see psychics advertising all the time. Have you tried Craigslist? The classifieds? Oh well, that's enough for now.
Sure.
This wall drawing means nothing to me. Eli?
Me neither. Although it's different from the art in the other room.
How so?
Outside it was more vibrant, colorful, more creative. It had passion. The art in here is just patterns.
Patterns.
You can see them if you know how to look for them.
Interesting. I do not know what that means yet, but interesting.
That's a nice simple interface. Alright, password was heart, right? So, heart? Nope. Heart? Nope. Glove. Nope. Glove. Nope. Glove. Well, I mean, I doubt it's like alternating capitalized letters or anything like that in an adventure game, so. I'm not sure what else it could be. They had some pretty terrific LAN parties in here, it looks like. The sign blinks invitingly, suggesting warmth, dryness, and sweet, sweet inebriation. Now that's what I'm talking about. I need a shot of bourbon after seeing that ghost. But it won't let me in. Oh well. That liquor cabinet all over again. Let's head to the park. Her eyes are closed, and she's softly humming to herself. Hi.
She's lost in her own world. Maybe we should just leave her alone.
See anything odd around here?
I don't think she'd even notice if she did.
What's that you're humming?
Whatever it is, it's catchy.
Is it? Yeah, I guess it kinda is. Temperance Fountain, surrounded by bars and junkies. Middle-aged man mumbling to himself, glaring at anyone who approaches. She glares at you from underneath her filthy hoodie. She looks kind of familiar. Yeah, it's the girl from the photo. Yeah. Hello.
She's not the talkative type, it seems.
This picture, it's of you, isn't it?
Where did you get that?
We're trying to learn what happened at the Village Eye.
The Village Eye? I know what you're talking about.
That is an obvious lie.
Do I look like I care? Just leave me alone. I might not look it, but I'm fine. Tell everyone that Wendy is fine. You don't need to come out here and... Wait, it's you, isn't it? You've come back.
Come back? From where?
Oh, no, you don't. You almost fooled me, but I can tell. You're the master.
I'm the what?
Don't play dumb with me. I'm not that innocent. At least, not anymore. You've done something to your face. You've changed it somehow, but I can tell. It's you.
Curious. She can see past the veil. She must be void-touched.
What touched?
Void-touched. It means...
I don't give a crap what it means. And I don't give a crap about you either, master. Just leave me alone. I already know you're good at that.
Wendy, could you tell me what happened at the Village Eye building?
Why should I?
You seem really troubled. Telling me might help you feel better.
Right. And I'll bare my soul to you because you obviously care so much. You left us. You don't care about anything. So get out of here. Take your new followers and go.
Wait, followers?
You heard me.
I've lost my memory. I don't remember anything about you or anyone else.
You... what? You're serious, aren't you? You didn't just leave us. You forgot about us.
It's a bit more complicated than that, but yes.
We are trying to piece together what happened. Can you help us?
No, it's done. It's over. If you've forgotten about it, then maybe I can too. Just leave me alone.
You said I left you. What do you mean by that?
What do I mean? You left. Left us to fend for ourselves, and it all went to shit. Me, I'm back where I started. Others weren't so lucky.
Others? What others?
You never cared, did you? All that time, I knew it. I just didn't want to believe it.
There's a ghost in the Village Eye building.
Shut up, shut up, shut up! Don't talk about it. Don't even think about it. Just don't.
We found a dead body in the basement of the Village Eye building.
You can't prove a damn thing. I mean, whatever. Don't know a thing about it.
The basement of the Village Eye is half forest.
That's crazy. You're crazy.
Who is the guy in the picture with you?
You really don't remember anything, do you? You've even forgotten Jordan, your precious protege. Well, he's gone. No thanks to you.
Did you tell me about Jordan?
He and I were a thing, kind of. I don't know. We're nothing anymore. He's gone. He left soon after you. He's probably dead. Not that you care.
I'll leave you alone.
Please, don't come back.
Just so we are clear, we are not calling you Master.
Ah, I was hoping. So Wendy would be the password, presumably. Jordan's love. Wendy. There we go. Entry 1. Master says I should start this journal, explaining who I am and how I got here. My name is Jordan. 3 months ago, I was fired from my job at a crappy electronics store. 2 weeks ago, my landlord evicted me because I couldn't pay the rent. I was on the street, in the middle of this brutal winter. The homeless shelter was completely full. I thought I was going to freeze to death. Master found me. He brought me here. He gave me clothes and warm food, and this laptop. He insists I keep a journal of my experiences here. He also says I should call him Master. That's fine. I don't care. I'm safe here, and I'm not leaving. Heck, if it keeps me alive, I'll call him God. Entry 2. The Master brought a few more people in. They are all homeless, like me. They are all sick. This old guy has lung cancer so bad he's coughing up blood. There's this girl named Wendy, who looks to be in incredible pain. Me? I'm still cold. It's so hard for me to get warm. But at least I am not dying. Entry 3. Master brought us downstairs. There's a tree growing up through the floor. A tree! Master said that it is an altar of life, and it will protect us and heal us if we do the same. He will teach us how. All we have to do is let him cut us, and we bleed on the altar. Entry 4. Oh my god, the energy. Oh man, it's incredible. I am warm, so warm. It feels so good. Entry 5. I have never felt this good. The cold has completely left my body. The old guy's cough is gone. He's even breathing normally. And Wendy is walking around without any pain. Praise the Master. Entry 6. There are 7 of us now. Master has been cutting us every few weeks. It seems crazy, but we heal up right away, and we're healthy. That's the important thing. Praise the Master. I would be dead if it wasn't for him. We all would. Entry 7. Merry Christmas. The tree is growing. There's grass on the floor of the basement. It's concrete. With the Master, anything is possible. Entry 8. The Master needs to leave for a while, and now I'm being put in charge. Me. In charge. I am so honored. Maybe I should password protect this laptop since I'm so important now. Entry 9. It's nice having my privacy, but it's kind of lonely in here. I asked Wendy if she would stay the night with me. She said yes. Entry 10. I cut the old guy. He bled like crazy. He didn't heal. I had to run out for bandages. Thank God he's okay. Entry 11. It's freezing in here. I turned the radiator up full blast. It does nothing. Entry 12. Wendy is limping. The old guy is coughing. I can't stop shivering. The ritual doesn't work anymore. Master, where are you? You've been gone for almost 2 months. Entry 13. Can barely feel the keys. Hands are numb. I can't help these people anymore. I can't help myself. Entry 14. I have to leave. I am sorry, Master. I can't do it. Putting Wendy in charge. I'm sorry.
Blood rituals used for healing. That is perverse and wrong.
It may be wrong, but it does explain the forest downstairs. It's unspent life energy. It created excess life.
Beauty can hide all manner of evil, Eli. You know this more than anyone.
I sense a story here, Eli.
Oh, it's nothing. Just a little run-in with a golem and a succubus that got a...
A story for another time?
Right. Blood rituals, dark magic, that stuff.
Yes, Eli. Bad stuff.
If I understand that journal right, the ritual stopped working when the, Master left. Which means that only you, or rather your demon, could perform it.
Then why leave Jordan in charge?
That's a good question. One more reason to track it down. In the meantime, I really want to know more about this ritual.
Let's get to it.
After you?
Also, I mean, seriously, you can't just mention a succubus and then leave a guy hanging. That's not okay, man. That's not a story for another time. It's a story for now. I'm just saying. I should go talk to Wendy again, since he left her in charge. We read Jordan's journal.
Shit. I knew I should have tossed that computer. Well, the cat's out of the bag now. You proud of yourself, Master?
Was it all true?
You mean, did you teach us all how to do those blood rituals? Yes. You took us all in. You saved us, I guess. Maybe. Every month you'd do the ritual. You'd cut one of us. We'd bleed on the altar. Then you'd say those words and we'd heal. Better, stronger, faster than before. It was like a drug.
Life energy. That's what you were being fed. That explains the wildlife in the basement. It must be residual life magic.
Whatever it was, it felt good.
What happened next?
It all ended, is what happened. Jordan was so happy when you put him in charge. He tried, he really did. But he just got too sick. But whatever you did to us, the healing, it stopped working when you left. So he put me in charge. Me. And I just made things worse.
Something must have happened, or you wouldn't be here.
I failed everyone. I was supposed to help them, but instead I cut with a knife. I said those stupid words again and again and again. It didn't work, so I had to try harder.
The murdered man, in the basement. You took the blood ritual too far.
It was an accident, I swear.
I saw the wounds on the body. That was no accident.
Look, we were dying. All of us. A few splashes of blood on the altar wasn't doing the job anymore. So I thought...
You thought you would kill an innocent man.
It wasn't like that. He was almost dead anyway. He had a few days to live at most. So we thought... So yeah, we killed him. I killed him. I thought that was the end of it, but then...
His spirit, it came back.
It was horrible. We couldn't stay. Every time it saw us, it would scream.
And then?
I came here. I didn't want to be around people anymore.
You speak the truth.
You believe me. Hooray.
It is not a matter of belief. I simply know what truth is. Thank you for sharing it with us.
Well, there's no point in lying anymore, is there? The master here was just as much involved as me, and something tells me you aren't going to turn him in.
Where's that knife now?
You think I'm an idiot? I tossed it down a storm drain.
What? Why did you do that?
What do you think? It's probably halfway to Jersey by now, and good riddance.
You said you needed healing. What was wrong with you?
Cerebral palsy on my left side. It was bad before. I could barely handle sewer duty. It's much worse now.
Sewer duty?
You seriously don't remember? The pipes in the building leaked. Overflow from the sewer. It was disgusting. You couldn't exactly call a plumber, so you made us go into the sewer and drain it from there. We went down there so much, Jordan had to swipe a key to the control panel.
Where's the key to the sewer control panel?
You serious? You never wanted to bother with that before. But whatever. It's to the right of the control panel, behind one of the pipes.
Goodbye, Wendy. And good luck.
If I was lucky, I never would have met you in the first place.
You know, I'm not going to turn you into the police, but this guy, I don't know. You just basically confessed in front of him. Or behind him.
She threw the knife down a storm drain. Damn it. I can't blame her, but damn it. Magically imbued tools take weeks to make. I really hope to study it.
We should probably head down into the sewer. Look for the knife, I imagine. Also go in. Try and see the ghost. Could I ask you a few questions?
Lost spirits cannot communicate with the living.
Can you hear me?
I don't think it even notices you're there.
No, nothing we can do then. You cannot give him peace. This manhole cover is firmly attached to the street. Another fancy clothing shop. They seem to be popping up all over this area.
Are you trying to lift a manhole cover with your bare hands?
You never know. Maybe the demon gave him super strength. I guess not. Sorry.
We've been wearing these clothes for basically a year. So yeah. I mean, we could use some new clothes. See if she can't use her sword again.
Are you lifting with your knees?
Yes. Bracing. Fortuitous that I have kept up my training.
Indeed.
At least the rain is washing away most of the smell.
If not the heat, I am positively sweltering. I admit that my knowledge of sanitation systems is lacking. But should this water be boiling?
No. I don't think so. No.
Then we indeed have a mystery on our hands.
The water in this pool is boiling like a raging tea kettle. A valve is attached to this pipe. The metal is practically glowing in the heat.
Be careful. The heat in this room is kind of off the scale.
Hot steam pours out of the pipe like a geyser. Are these the pipes Wendy was referring to?
Huh. Looks like Wendy was right.
he's heat resistant, so...
Eli Beckett. Mage, accountant, and plumber. And sometimes all three.
A small sign reads, Emergency Drainage System. With flood conditions only.
Turn it on! For the love of God, turn it back on!
Okay, I'll turn the water back on.
Wait. Master? Master! Master, is that you?
Maybe I was once, but I'm not anymore.
No, you just can't leave me. Not again. Not yet. Please. I know. I failed you. I couldn't leave them. I was too weak. I tried so hard, but it was just too much.
You're Jordan, aren't you?
I was, yes. But I'm not sure who I am anymore. Do you remember, Master? How you found me? Frozen, half to death on the street? I almost died. You saved me. You healed me. Brought me back from certain death.
It wasn't really me. It was a demon who possessed me.
That was no demon. It was you. You were so kind. You showed me how to heal. We were going to heal the entire city. But I couldn't do it without you. When you left, the power left too. The chill, the cold, it came back. I couldn't stop it. It just got worse and worse. I couldn't heal myself, let alone anyone else, so I left. I had to find something, anything that could help me get warm again.
And what did you find?
I'm so sorry, Master. You said that spell was dangerous. I didn't listen. But I was so desperate. I was freezing to death. The bed in that homeless shelter wasn't warm enough. You taught me a spell that would let warmth into my heart. So I spoke it. Then this happened.
You were inside the homeless shelter when you cast the spell?
Yes, they were the only ones who would take me in.
No, you misunderstand. The shelter, it burned to the ground.
Was anyone hurt?
Yes, Jordan. People were hurt.
I didn't mean for this to happen. Help me, Master. I know I don't deserve it, but please. Help me before I hurt anyone else.
We'll do our best, Jordan.
Thank you, Master. I'll be here.
Poor guy.
He played with powerful magic he had no business using. He hurt dozens of innocents.
He was desperate. He made a human mistake.
In that, we are in agreement.
Evening, sir.
Is there any chance I can take a look around back there?
No. In case it wasn't clear, this is a crime scene, which means stay back.
You need to let me back there.
Oh, really? Give me one reason.
Because I am a detective with the NYPD.
So you are. You're with the Staten Island precinct? What brings you out here?
We're tracking down a serial arsonist.
Really? This is the first time I've heard of it, but nobody ever tells me anything. You think this building was torched by the same guy?
I'm just here to look around.
Alright, if you say so. The site's all yours, sir.
Interesting. That officer believed in your authority without question.
He was a cop. It's in his voice, his stance. He can't exactly fake that.
That is not in dispute. You certainly have a gift for command. We will discuss this later. Let us find what we came for.
Charred walls stand unsteadily against the night sky. A lone locker stands intact amidst the ruins.
Is something the matter?
This locker's frozen solid.
Huh. Interesting.
How is this possible? This building was on fire not too long ago.
I know. Bizarre contradiction, isn't it? That's magic for you.
So you believe this is magic related?
Are people still saying, duh? Because, well, duh.
Yeah, people are still saying that.
I cannot say I am impressed with the mundane authorities. They should have noticed this when inspecting the site.
Not necessarily. That officer said this place burnt down about a week ago. It wasn't raining then, which means that no ice should have formed.
Perhaps you are correct, and perhaps this was meant to be. If there is danger here, we should be the ones to face it.
Well, let's thaw it up then. Thaw it
Come
out.
on, melt!
Is everything all right?
Everything's fine. It's just something inside is fighting back. There!
Nicely done.
That's me, Eli Beckett, enemy of ice. Well, that's definitely our cold source, all right.
Exposure to fire and ice has warped this locker's metal to an alarming degree. A thick ice block has formed inside the locker. A faint shape is visible inside. Well, let's thaw it out then.
Now that it's out in the open air and the warm rain is coming down, I should be able to... Jesus!
The body is beginning to thaw out.
Look at that. Not a burn mark on him.
The ice protected him from the fire?
It also froze him to death, but if you want to get technical, sure, it protected him from the fire.
What could cause something like this?
Well, I might be going out on a limb here, but I'm gonna say magic.
Indeed. This cold is not natural.
Neither is the smell. Ugh.
Does this body look familiar to you?
Maybe. It's hard to tell, you know, with all the frostbite and things.
I admit, he does look slightly recognizable, but as to who, I cannot say.
Yeah, it seems pretty obvious. This is Jordan, isn't it?
I think it is. It's definitely the same guy in that picture you got.
The evidence is undeniable. Jordan sought a way to remove the cold invading his body. It appears he failed.
So what did we see in the sewer? Another ghost?
No, we would not have been able to converse with it if so. We spoke to Jordan, not a lost spirit. At least, not one in the traditional sense. His soul transmuted, escaped his body, and became something else. He is alive, just no longer human.
He's become a fire elemental, a spirit bound to a body of flame.
Can't we reverse it? Don't know why I kept tripping over that.
No, he can't. And even if we could, his human body is dead. There's nothing for him to go back to.
Regardless, we cannot allow a fire elemental to run loose in the city sewers.
Eli, you're the fire expert. Any thoughts?
Thoughts? I have plenty of thoughts. None of them nice. Let me mull them over for a bit, okay? We should hear Jordan out before deciding anything, anyway.
Right. Let's go.
Hope you found everything you needed, sir. Evening, sir.
We wanted to let you know. We found a body in the rubble. Or now, let's go with... Do you know anything about the Village Eye building?
They went out of business, didn't they? Squatters were living in that building for a while, but I think they've cleared out.
You let them stay there?
The owner never filed a complaint, so legally we weren't required to investigate. Didn't stop us from keeping an eye on the place, though.
So you saw nothing illegal going on at the Village Eye?
Nothing we could see from the outside, no. But to be honest, it wasn't exactly high on our priority list.
We wanted to let you know. We found a body in the rubble.
You're kidding. It just never gets easier, does it? All right, I'll take it from here. You report to your boss and I'll report to mine. Hopefully we'll catch this guy one way or another.
Have a good night, officer.
In this weather? Somehow I doubt that.
Eli, you are scratching the buttons of your coat again, with your fingernail.
I am.
Yes. You are not even aware of it, are you?
Why is this a big deal?
It indicates a loss of control. It is minimal, but...
Right. I know. I'll work on that.
Thank you.
You guys should get a room. You're adorable. See if we can give her the news that Jordan is dead. We found Jordan.
Don't care. I want nothing to do with him. And you can tell him that. I don't know what I'm gonna do now, but it's not gonna involve him. Or any of them. Or you.
Goodbye, Wendy, and good luck.
If I was lucky, I never would have met you in the first place.
Yeah, don't really see her joining. The flames dance up and down Jordan's body, obscuring his features and making you dizzy.
Master?
We spoke to Wendy.
I didn't want to leave them. Wendy, least of all. She leads them now. She's keeping them all safe.
Wendy killed someone on the altar.
She what? Why would she do that?
Standard escalation. More blood, more power.
I want this to end. Please, just let it all end.
A knife was tossed down here. Have you seen it?
The knife? You mean your knife? Yes, I saw it fall down here. I took it. I hid it. Just in case you ever came back.
Could you get it for us? I'd love to study it.
I suppose. After you help me?
Why can't you get that knife for us now?
Master, this is all too much. I served you, faithfully. Then you left when I needed you the most. How do I know you won't leave again? Cure me? Help me? Do that and I will get the knife for you gladly.
Eli, can you do anything to help him?
I've been trying, but the fire, it's different. It's self-generating, self-sustaining. Even submerging himself in water couldn't snuff him out. I've never seen anything like it. I need to know more about his condition before I can even attempt a cure.
We went to the shelter, Jordan.
You did? What did you find?
You froze to death. In the shelter.
What? I'm dead?
No, not exactly. You're a fire elemental now. You're alive, you're just in a new body. A body made of flame. That's why the flames are self-sustaining. You aren't on fire, you are fire.
So, there's no cure?
No. Your human body is dead. There's no getting around that. But you're kind of immortal now. That's something, isn't it?
You mean I have to live like this? Forever?
Yeah?
You should have left me in the cold, Master! You should have left me to die!
There's got to be something you can do, Eli.
Yes, there is. I'm a fire mage. I can control and channel fire. Given enough time, I can remove the fire from your spirit.
Eli, what you are proposing
Will be incredibly painful, I know.
Painful?
It will feel like being skinned alive.
But it will kill me?
Eventually.
Then I'll do it.
Just don't forget that knife.
Will you shut up about your stupid knife?
Calm yourself. I will not allow you to do this. Not when there is another way.
Another way?
There are others
really
of your
blame us for
kind.
that outburst.
Fire elementals. A whole world of them.
Yeah, in another dimension, across the void. How do you propose to get him there?
Jordan is a creature of spirit now, which means he can traverse the void. I can lend him the energy required, and show him how to open the way.
So he can, what, spend eternity with fire people?
Wait, eternity?
It is a one-way trip, Jordan. Life there will not be easy, but perhaps you can find a home there, a life.
But what kind of life would that be?
One that continues.
Sure, on an alien world, in an alien dimension, all alone.
There will be others of his kind. In time, they might accept him.
Eat what?
You won't have to.
No. His flames are the source of his energy, and will provide most of the fuel required. I will lend him the rest. The effect on me will be minimal. I will recover. So the alternative is to murder him?
It's mercy. If I was in his shoes, I'd want the same.
But you are not in his shoes. You cannot make that choice for him.
And neither can you.
That is true. Jordan, what say you?
I don't know.
Your decision, Jordan.
I can't. This is all too much. Master, I know you've done your best. Whatever you decide, I will do.
Do you really want to live like this?
Better a life like this than no life
Why
at
am
all.
I the only one who can make decisions around
But
here?
what kind of life would that be?
Like, seriously, people?
One that continues.
Yeah.
Sure,
better
on an
to die
alien
human.
world, in an alien
You'll
dimension,
hurt.
all alone.
But you'll be at peace.
Yes, Master, you are right. Maybe this is how it should be. Maybe I was meant to die that night. Okay, I am ready.
You guys should wait above ground. I need to focus. And besides, you don't want to be here. This isn't going to be pretty.
This will come back to haunt us, in one way or another. Are you sure we made the correct choice?
He had suffered enough.
And yet, we ask him to suffer more. Perhaps it is worth it in the end. I am often told that I lack the perspective on such things, not being entirely human myself.
You wanted to save his life. That sounds pretty human to me.
At the expense of his own humanity, I did not take that into consideration. Eli, is he...
Yeah, he's gone.
You look kind of pale, Eli.
Yeah, well, I might have lost a few lunches down there. Good thing it's already a sore. Nobody'll notice. Jordan gave me the ritual knife before he... went.
And?
and it's a knife. I'll study it back at my lab. Hopefully find something to make this all worthwhile. Can we hail a cab? I don't feel quite up to the subway right now.
Of course.
Yeah, I mean, you just sort of raised the question again of why we don't have a car. Or some mode of transportation that isn't a goddamn subway ticket. Some secret society. Right? Oh, a whole pot of espresso. Just for you. Somehow, it's always hot. A bottle of brandy, crusted with age. Now that's what I'm talking about. I still can't drink it. So close and yet so far. I feel like that character from Greek mythology, I forget his name, who's like locked in a lake or something by a bush full of berries. Keeps reaching up for it, but they're always just out of reach. That's how it is for me and booze in this game.
Good. You are awake. I was hoping to talk to you.
Is it about our mission last night?
Yes. And no. You have completed your first field mission. You must have thoughts. I am curious as to what they are. What are you feeling at the moment?
I'm still a bit overwhelmed, to be honest.
It would be foolish not to be. You have encountered many changes very quickly. For some of us, the Unavowed is a calling. For others, a duty. But for you, I have seen you in action. I have seen you react under pressure. You were clearly meant for this life.
All I ever wanted was to be a cop.
You misunderstand me. Your old life, your time as a police officer, prepared you for this. It gave you discipline. Authority. The Unavowed has become lax in the recent decades. Perhaps you can help us with that.
The Unavowed lacks authority?
We are an ancient institution. We need new energy, new minds, new hearts. The Unavowed has been without that for a very long time. At any rate, I detect no falsehood within you. You spoke the truth to me. Thank you. I will return to my training now.
Eli stares into the flickering fireball.
Oh, hi. Didn't see you there. I was just reading some old text with Firesight.
Uh-huh. I don't know what that is.
Oh, of course. Sorry. It's a fire magic trick. Lets me read any book that was consumed by flame. It's a bit of a strain on the eyes, but beggars can't be choosers.
So what are you reading?
It's an old Sumerian text about death magic. Really long, really boring. But I used to read books about S-Corp tax code for fun back when I was an accountant. I can handle boring. Ah well. See you at the meeting.
One quick question.
Fire away.
You mentioned something about being an accountant.
That's right. Back in my mundane days. Back before my powers kicked in. I worked at the firm Weisel, Meltzer, and Sherman. There used to be a Beckett somewhere in the middle of that, but, well, you know.
Could I ask you about some of the pictures on your walls?
Sure, I guess.
What are you and Mandana doing in that photo by the door? I mean, that's a pretty obvious answer. They're feeding birds or ducks or something from what I remember.
We were feeding the birds.
Yeah.
What? You expected something else? There's nothing special about it. Just an ordinary day.
If the picture is nothing special, why are you smiling?
I am? Huh. Yeah, I guess I am. The picture was taken in 77, 78, around 5 years after my powers kicked in anyway. I'd buried myself down here, studying old books, experimenting with spells, trying to come to terms with everything. Then Mandana dragged me out to the park. We fed the birds. It was nice, normal, ordinary. I felt human, and I can never forget that. Not ever.
I'm curious about that wedding picture.
Well, I can't deny that's me. Almost 70 years ago that was taken. Could we not talk about this yet?
The house. The mailbox says Beckett.
You know what they say. If it's yours, put your name on it. But yeah, that's my house. Well, 50 years ago it was my house. Had to leave it behind when my powers kicked in. And the worst part? I was only 5 installments away from paying off the mortgage.
Enough about the pictures. Let's talk about something else.
Sure.
Any thoughts on our last mission?
Jordan didn't die quietly, but he died with dignity. When he finally went, he thanked me. I know we did the right thing. Nobody deserves an eternity of that. That makes the nightmares bearable, at least.
Yeah, I'm sorry you have to endure those, brother. I'm curious about yourself.
I guess if we're gonna work together, we should know each other. Ask away.
Actually, I'll leave you to it.
Practice makes perfect.
I already answered those questions, so.
To send you aid would leave our own domains undefended. You know this, Kalash.
Undefended against what? Ours is the only domain under attack.
Your charter is quite clear. Recruitment is your responsibility.
You accuse me of negligence. Just how many agents are currently in your employ?
That is precisely the point. We have no agents to spare. I am sorry, Kalash.
So am I, Aralax. New York is getting overwhelmed. When that happens, they will come for you.
Then we must be ready when it comes. Aralax out.
May Jahannam swallow you whole. Ah, you heard that, did you?
Who were you talking to?
Lady Aralax, head of the Dublin branch of the Unavowed. It is no secret that threats have been escalating. I had hoped to appeal for aid and fill up our ranks. Alas, we are on our own. I respect Lady Aralax, but I should have known better. Never ask a dragon for anything. You will always regret it.
A dragon? Well, that's lovely. Did I hear that right? You were speaking to a dragon?
A dragon at the head of the Dublin branch of the Unavowed. Yes. She is old, stuck in her ways. I suppose the same could be said of most of us.
What is that crystal? Some kind of magic phone?
A magic phone? I suppose that is one way of describing it. There are shards of this crystal in every branch of the Unavowed. It allows us to communicate, for whatever good that does.
Call the meeting.
Yes, duty calls. I have appealed once more for aid. It has been rejected.
Huh, this is my surprised face.
Why do you bother with those cowards, Father?
Show some respect. They are correct. Stubborn, but correct.
You think they shouldn't send us help?
I didn't say that. I said that there are rules, and they are following them. Each branch is responsible for its own defense and recruitment. In this respect, I have been negligent.
So have all the branches, Father. A sudden rise in threats would have caught any city unprepared.
And we're that city. Lucky us.
I shall appeal again, rest assured. In the meantime, let us go over last night's events.
It could have gone better.
That is to be determined. Mage Beckett, have you recuperated from your ordeal with the fire elemental?
You mean Jordan? Yes, physically I'm fine.
And otherwise?
I'll recover. It had to be done.
In that, we can agree. However, I am deeply concerned that this mundane was able to acquire such a powerful spell in the first place.
My demon started a cult. It put Jordan in charge.
Yes, but why? Why would a demon do such a thing?
Why do demons do anything?
To create havoc, obviously. Why else?
No, this was too focused, too targeted. We are not dealing with a mindless spirit, bent on chaos and destruction. This demon had a plan, a purpose. We need to learn what it was.
And how do we do that?
Funny you should say that.
Ah, I know that look. You did as I asked, Mage Beckett?
Yes, I did, sir. And it worked. Well, working. It's not quite done yet.
What are you referring to?
Oh, the ritual knife. I did a thaumaturgic scan on it.
What?
It's a magic thing. Checking objects for imbued magical energy. And I hit pay dirt. The knife was imbued with a very specific energy signature. Your demon's energy, to be precise. It's connected to you, and you alone. That's why you were the only one who could use it properly. Which means we can track it.
I sense a butt coming.
Well, I can track the energy signature, but the demon's out of your body now. Its energy signature has changed. I can only track where it's been when it was in your body.
I'm not sure I want to know.
Well, I'll tell you this for sure. It was all over the map. I'm trying to narrow it down to the areas of greatest activity, but it's slow going. So far, the scan's got you pegged in 2 places. The Bronx, around Gun Hill Station, and Staten Island, by the ferry terminal.
Staten Island? I hope I don't run into anyone from the station. I mean, we do have the veil, but it's gonna bring up some painful memories of shooting Vicky, our partner.
The veil is still in place. You need not worry about that.
Very well.
Really what I'm worried
Check
about.
both areas for void activity and any sign of the demon. We'll show those idiots on the council what New York is made of. Meeting adjourned.
Alright, I think we'll end the episode here. Thanks for watching and for joining me. Hopefully everything recorded right this time around. And I've actually been able to get this episode up. Yeah, thanks for sharing the journey with me. I hope you are enjoying the game, or watching the game as much as I'm enjoying playing it, because I'm really liking the characters, just the flow of play as well. I mean, gameplay isn't, it's not that rewarding, but yeah, I think the flow works well. And plot is interesting, characters are interesting. Yeah, it's compelling stuff. So I hope you'll join me for the next episode, which will hopefully be up shortly as well. Depending on technical issues, of course. Hopefully we can steer clear. But yeah, thanks for watching. Take care. And good night. And good luck. Bye-bye.